Greetings everyone. My name is Sachin Yelkar and along with my colleague Zoltan Banyai, we will be discussing the topic how to implement hierarchical security in Microsoft Sustainability Manager. This is crucial aspect for ensuring that users across various organizational levels have the right access for their roles and responsibility without compromising security. Let's get started. Let's look at today's agenda. We'll cover the following key points. Problem statement, which is a challenge of maintaining security while providing appropriate access. We will together explore how role-based security in Microsoft Power Platform can be harnessed to resolve this challenge. We also look at inbuilt security role setup in Microsoft Sustainability Manager. We also go over custom security configuration scenario, illustrate the implementation to enable hierarchical security setup. We will go over some additional materials and references for further reading. Let's delve into the problem statement and break it down. The challenge is to maintain data confidentiality across various organization levels such as units, facility, divisions, departments in Microsoft Sustainability Manager. We also need to ensure that users have the right access according to their roles and responsibilities, and we must do so without compromising security. Our mission is to design a robust security framework which will protect sensitive data while providing necessary access tailored to the organization's structure. Achieving this balance is vital for both security and functionality. Additionally, we need to address the impact of custom security configurations on data import process, insight analytics, and other functionalities. Understanding and mitigating these impacts is essential for maintaining system efficiency. To effectively address the challenge, let's begin by thoroughly understanding some fundamental topics related to Power Platform security role setup. This foundation will ensure that we have the necessary knowledge to develop a robust solution. The role-based security in Power Platforms helps to ensure every user has the right access while safeguarding our data. The first key aspect is business units, which serves as the foundational layer in role-based security within Power Platform. They define the hierarchical structure of the organization and determine data access and security boundaries. Here's the deeper look. Business units are essential for organizing roles, users, and permissions, and they reflect the organizational hierarchy, making it easier to manage data access. With business unit, you can assign specific roles and permissions to the users, ensuring they have the right access according to their organizational level. This helps separate data access, protecting confidentiality and maintaining control. This setup not only enhances security by providing fine-grained control over the data access, but also aligns data management with the organizational structure. This improves collaboration among teams within the same business unit, ensuring data integrity while allowing efficient teamwork. Next, let's drill into how security roles and privileges operate in Power Platform. Understanding these concepts is crucial for ensuring data protection and access control within your organization. Let's first look into security role. It defines how different users access various types of records. It also defines access right to the rows based on who owns the row and the user's relationship to the owner. Security roles are created in specific business unit with mirrored copy in each child business unit. Security roles are solution aware when created at the root business unit. Next, let's deep dive into the privileges. Privileges are specific actions that user can perform, such as create, read, update, delete, share, assign, append, and append to. These actions can be set at various level of access, including none, which means no access to the user, user level, which means record owner can access the record, business unit level, which means user can access all the record in its business unit, parent child business unit level, which means user can access all its record in its business unit and child business unit if any, and at the organizational level, which provides access across the data at the organizational level for a given table. Role based security is essential for maintaining a secure and efficient Power Platform environment. ensuring users have the right access according to their roles and responsibilities without compromising security. This approach not only enhances security by providing fine control over data access but also aligns data management with the organizational structure. Now let's explore on how record ownership works in Power Platform, focusing on the distinctions between user and team ownership and how it leverages the hierarchical structure of business units. This approach ensures data protection, enhances security, and facilitates efficient collaboration across the organization. Let's first discuss the concept of user owned record in Power Platform. First and foremost, records are owned by individual user. This ownership gives them full control over the records they own, including the ability to create, update, and delete them. A user security role play a crucial role in determining their access to these records. Essentially, security roles dictate what action users can perform on the records they own, ensuring that they have the necessary permissions to manage their data effectively. This model is ideal for scenarios where individuals' accountability and specific user access are required, allowing organizations to maintain a clear ownership and responsibility over data. Let's dive into the concept of team owned records in Power Platform. In this setup, records are owned by the team rather than an individual user. Security roles are assigned to the team, and these roles define the privileges for the team members. Essentially, team members inherit the team privilege, allowing them to perform action based on the team's security role. Teams have full access right to the record they own, which means any team member can create, update, or delete these records. Team members can be added or removed as needed, providing flexibility in managing access. This model is particularly suitable for collaborative environments where multiple users need access to the same record. It ensures that all necessary team members have the right permission to work efficiently without compromising data security. To highlight, in Power Platform, the process of setting the owning business unit for a record involves understanding the relationship between user, teams, and business unit. Here's a brief explanation. When a record is created or updated, the owning business unit is determined based on the owner of the record. The owner can be either a user or a team. If the owner is user, the record's owning business unit is set to the business unit to which the user belongs. If the owner is team, the record's owning business unit is set to the business unit to which team belongs. Let's explore the Power Platform feature of matrix data structure. This feature allows users to access and manage data across multiple business units, providing greater flexibility and efficiency in data management. The structure offers more dynamic and interconnected approach to managing data access, ensuring users can access the information they need while maintaining security and control. Rather than being confined to a single hierarchical path, this structure allows for multiple pathways. This enables users from various business units and teams to collaborate and share data seamlessly. This approach is particularly beneficial in complex organizations where cross functional collaboration is essential, enhancing overall efficiency and teamwork. The key features include hierarchical organization. Data is organized in a hierarchical structure, facilitating easy access and management. Cross unit access. Users can access data from multiple business units, enhancing collaboration and flexibility. Decoupled ownership. The owning business unit can be decoupled from the users, allowing more flexible data management. Enhanced collaboration facilitates data sharing and collaboration across different business units. Improved data security maintains data security while allowing controlled access across units. Flexibility provides flexibility in managing data access and ownership. Next, let's dive into the vital topic of inbuilt Microsoft Sustainability Manager security. Security setup in Microsoft Sustainability Manager ensures data confidentiality and proper access control across various organizational levels. Several built-in security roles with organization and business unit scope can be used or customized to fit your organization needs. These roles control access to data and user interface such as menus, grid views, and forms, maintaining a secure and efficient environment. Built-in security roles includes full access role, which provides read-write access to all areas and data. Read-only role provides read-only access to all areas and data. Ingest role allows access for data ingestion action. Report role grant access to view and edit report. It's also possible to customize the role by copying existing role and modifying them as needed. This allows you to fine-tune access control to match your specific requirements. We also do have additional built-in security roles such as sustainability service application roles, which are specialized security role used by Microsoft Sustainability Manager. These roles are designed to handle specific tasks related to data ingestion and calculation jobs, ensuring that users have the necessary privileges to perform their duties effectively. In some cases, user may encounter issue where the sustainability service application role does not have the required privileges to handle certain data imports. For example, when importing activity data using custom reference data, user might receive an error indicating that the role is missing specific privileges. To resolve this, you can provide the required access to custom security role or sustainability service application role hyphen custom and adding the necessary privileges. It's also important to evaluate at some of the reporting considerations. The dashboard and insight in Microsoft Sustainability Manager are governed solely by organization scope, role access. The business unit reporting role only influences report generation, access, and data, but it does not apply to dashboard and insights view. Custom Power BI reports. If you need to restrict user access based on hierarchy, you may need to develop custom Power BI report with necessary filters to limit data access according to the logged in user's context or business unit. Additionally, a tailored app derived from Microsoft Sustainability Manager app may be required to hide out inbuilt Power BI reports and expose the only features relevant to the logged in user's persona. Security roles and Power BI. The security roles in Dataverse do not impact Power BI views. This means that while security roles can control access to the data and user interface within Microsoft Sustainability Manager, they do not apply to the Power BI dashboards and reports. Now I will hand it over to Zoltan to walk us through the steps to enable hierarchical security setup.
Thanks, Sachin, and greetings, everyone. In the next part, we will be discussing the hierarchical security role configuration for the Microsoft Sustainability Manager. Our focus will be on enabling hierarchical security configuration and exploring a relevant scenario to illustrate its application. Let's dive into a scenario to better understand the hierarchical security needs. Contoso Coffee operates in over 20 countries, with production plants in 5 and sales and marketing offices in all. In this setup, sales and marketing departments can only access their own activities and emissions. Sustainability practitioners in each country can access data at the country level, while regional managers have visibility over their respective regions, such as the Americas, EMEA, and APAC. The same structure applies to the production departments. Data import is centralized to regional sustainability teams. These teams own all data imports and have access to all activities and emissions within their region. We will explore two main areas in detail. First, business unit structure creation. This includes the country and region levels, as well as departments like production and sales and marketing. Secondly, security roles as configuration. This covers system setup and data ingestion setup. Let's walk through the steps to address this business need. Now let's discuss setting up the matrix access structure that Sachin has already mentioned. In our scenario, data ingestion will occur at the regional level, and it's crucial to ensure that users see only their specific country's data. To achieve this, we need to disconnect the owner and owning business unit by enabling cross-business units ownership. This setup allows users to import data on behalf of other business units. The user performing the import will remain the owner of the records, while the owning business unit will provide access to users in specific countries or regions. This ensures that data is accessible only to the appropriate users. For more detailed information, you can visit the official documentation. Let's see the database settings that need to be configured to ensure records remain connected to the selected business unit when a user's business unit changes. We need to set the always move record to owner business unit in the environment database settings to false. If this setting is set to true, the owning business unit will automatically update to match the user's business unit whenever the user's business unit changes. There are two options to perform this database settings change. One, use the organization settings editor, which is managed solution you can download from GitHub. The other option is to use the community developed XRM toolbox, specifically the org settings tool. By configuring these settings, we can maintain the integrity of our data and ensure that records remain properly associated with the correct business units. Let's discuss the setup of the business unit hierarchy to support our data confidentiality requirements. First, we need to establish a hierarchy that aligns with our scenario. At the second level, we create departments such as production and sales and marketing. This structure ensures that each department can only access its own activities and emissions, maintaining data confidentiality. Next, we organize the regions and countries. This alignment allows sustainability practitioners in each country to access data at the country level, while regional managers can see data for their entire region, such as the Americas, EMEA, and APAC. This setup ensures that data import is centralized to regional sustainability teams, who own all data imports and can see all activities and emissions in their region. By structuring our business units in this way, we can effectively manage data access and maintain confidentiality across different levels of the organization. Let's discuss the assignment of users to the established business units. It's crucial to connect system users to their respective business unit and ensure that the appropriate security roles are assigned to those who require restricted access. We use the Sustainability All security roles to provide organization-wide access, while the Sustainability Business Unit roles are used to restrict users' access to the business unit scope as it was presented by Sachin earlier. Regional sustainability practitioners will be assigned to their respective regions, and local users will be assigned at the country level. Management can be assigned at the department or regional level, and also to the root business unit, which is Contoso Coffee. The structured approach ensures that each user has the appropriate level of access based on their role and location within the organization, maintaining data confidentiality and security. Next step is optional to ease your data mapping using an alternate key on the business unit. This setup is useful if you prefer a different field for data mapping during data ingestion instead of GUID. For example, you can set the name column as an alternate key called natural key on the business unit. This allows more flexibility in data mapping and can help streamline the data ingestion process. Once we have enabled cross-business unit ownership and created the alternate key, we can start defining the import jobs and data mapping. It's essential to configure the owning business unit in your data mapping to restrict the specific data at the organization level for users. If cross-business unit ownership is not configured, any business unit assigned during data import will revert to the user's parent business unit after the data import. This ensures the data access remains controlled and aligned with our hierarchical security configuration. Let's see all these steps in action. First, we navigate to the Power Platform Admin Center and open the settings for our environment. We select product and features and enable the cross-business unit ownership. Next, we switch to XRM Toolbox and open the org setting tool. Here, we find the always move record to owner business unit setting set it to false, and commit the change. Returning to the admin center, we can see that the business units are now configured. By changing the Tech Summit user's business unit to Denmark, we observe that the move records to the new business unit option is disabled. Now, we have to assign the business unit restricted security roles. Next, we navigate to the Power Apps Maker portal and add the business unit table to our solution. And create a key for the name called natural key. We then use the business unit in our source data. During data mapping, we use this field to map to the owning business unit. This enables the sustainability practitioner to import data to a specific business unit. Finally, we can see on the right side that the user assigned to Denmark can only view the purchased electricity activities where the owning business unit is Denmark, even though the owner does not belong to that business unit. A quick recap how we achieved our goal to enable sustainability practitioners to ingest data at a specific level in our organization and support data confidentiality. We started by enabling cross-business unit ownership and changing the business unit database settings. Then we created the business unit structure and assigned users to the appropriate levels and security roles. We also created an alternate key for easier data mapping and finally mapped the owning business unit to our data source. Wrapping up our scenario, the best case is to configure the hierarchical security at the beginning of your implementation. However, if you already have production data in your environment, you can still set up the business units and assign security roles. In this case, you will need to update the owning business unit fields, either by extending the existing data import jobs or defining a bulk update process. In summary, we walked through how role-based security in Microsoft Power Platform ensures users across various organizational levels have the right access for their roles and responsibilities. We also saw how Contalzo Coffee's security requirements can be configured using the owning business unit and the out-of-the-box security roles. Finally, we touched on the reporting considerations and how we can address hierarchical security needs. If you are interested in learning more, we collected the relevant Power Platform and Sustainability Manager documentation sites for you. Thank you for watching our session, and we hope you find it useful.